Current Philippines ethical issue.
First is morality and religion. Religion and morality have been closely intertwined since ancient times, with morality focusing on human conduct and relation, and religion primarily involving human relationships. The modern distinction between religion and morality is a relatively modern one, likely traced to the Enlightenment. Many people believe that religion and morality are inseparable, with the moral law being the will of God. Many people believe that religion and morality are inseparable. They see the moral law as being rooted in the will of God. According to this perspective, religious teaching provide a framework for understanding what is right and wrong, and they guide individuals in their moral decision-making. Religion often provides moral codes, ethical principles, and guidelines for living a virtuous life. The second one is role of religion in ethics. Religion plays a significant role in moral decision-making, encompassing right conduct, good life, virtue, and happiness. Ancient Greeks discussed happiness through virtue and character traits. Kant defended the idea of God as a basic requirement for ethics, arguing that virtues should be rewarded by happiness and the immortality of the soul. Religions like the Ten Commandments guide moral institutions. Religion plays a significant role in ethical decision-making and encompasses various aspects of morality, including right conduct, the pursuit of the good life, the cultivation of virtues, and the attainment of happiness. In ancient Greek philosophy, discussion of ethics often revolved around the concept of eudaimonia, which can be translated as happiness or flourishing. The Greeks believed that living a virtuous life was essential for attaining true happiness. Immanuel Kant, a prominent philosopher, argued that belief in God is a fundamental requirement for ethics. He believed that moral action should be rewarded by happiness and the immortality of the soul, which are concepts often associated with religious belief. Religions such as Christianity, Judaism, and Islam provide moral guidelines through sacred texts and teaching. For example, the Ten Commandments in the Bible serve as a moral code that guides believers.
Philippines ethical challenges and issues. First, death penalty Tenco edition now, 2015. The Philippines has long debated the death penalty, with the country adopting the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights in 1966 and the Second Protocol on Civil and Political Rights in 1989. The Philippines became the first Asian country to abolish the death penalty in 1987, but the Commission on Human Rights vehemently opposed efforts to respond to rising criminality. President Duterte wants Congress to restore the death penalty for convicts involved in illegal drugs, gun for hire syndicates, and heinous crimes. The debate will be moral and ethical, determining the Philippines' identity as a people. The Philippines has been engaged in a long-standing debate about the death penalty. In 1987, the country abolished the death penalty, but there have been calls reinstate it, particularly from President Duterte. He believes that it is necessary to restore the death penalty for convicts involved in illegal drugs, gun for hire syndicates, and heinous crimes to address rising criminality. that the death penalty is a necessary deterrent and a just punishment for serious crimes, while opponents believes it's against human rights and the rights to life. Example of heinous crimes often cited in the debate include murder, rape, kidnapping, and drug trafficking. The decision to restore or maintain the death penalty in the Philippines is a complex issue that involves consideration of justice, human rights, and the well-being of society. It will have a significant impact on the country's identity and values. The second war on illegal drugs. The war on illegal drugs in the Philippines, led by President Rodrigo Duterte, raises moral and ethical questions about the legitimacy of killing drug users, pushers, and lords. The government face a moral dilemma in respecting human life, dignity, rights, and the law of God. The moral evaluation should focus on the consequence of drugs use rather than just the substance itself. The war on illegal drugs in the Philippines, led by President Duterte, has sparked moral and ethical debates. The government faces a dilemma in balancing the respect for human life, dignity, and rights with the needs to address the drug problem. Supporters argue that strong measures, including extrajudicial killings, are necessary to eradicate drug and protect society. Critics emphasize the importance of rehabilitation and uphold human rights, advocating for a comprehensive approach. The war on drugs raises questions about the legitimacy of killing drug users, pushers, and lords, and the impact on vulnerable communities. Striking a balance between addressing the drugs problem and upholding human rights is crucial. The example of the moral and ethical question raised by the war on drugs include the extrajudicial killings of suspected drugs users and pushers. While some argue that these killings are necessary to maintain law and order, others condemn them as violation of human rights and due process. The impact of the war on drugs on vulnerable communities include the poor and marginalized. It is also a subject of concern. And the third is corruption. Corruption in the Philippines severely restricts business efficiency due to bribery, complex law, favoritism, and unfair dispute resolution. The Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act criminalizes bribery, but weak law enforcement enforces it. Addressing corruption requires maintaining ethical standards and democratizing public access for transparency. Corruption in the Philippines severely hampers business efficiency due to bribery, complex laws, favoritism, and unfair dispute resolution. The Anti-Graft and Corruption Practices Act criminalizes bribery, but weak law enforcement undermines its effectiveness. Addressing corruption requires upholding ethical standards, promoting transparency, and democratizing public access to information. Examples of corruption include bribery in government transactions, favoritism in contract awards, and manipulation of illegal processes. Combating corruption requires a comprehensive approach includes strengthening legal frameworks, improving laws, information, and promoting transparency and citizen participation.
Trafficking is a crime against humanity, and the Philippines passed the Anti-Trafficking in the Person Act in 2003 to combat it. In 2016, an estimated 10 million Filipino work abroad, with many subjected to sex trafficking and forced labor. The Philippines has a high demand for commercial sex acts, particularly in tourist destinations. To combat human trafficking, must adopt ethical practice such as implementing codes of conduct, empowering workers, and promoting diversity and dignity. An example of human trafficking in the Philippines could involve a scenario where a young woman is promised a job opportunity abroad with good pay and living conditions. How upon arrival in foreign country, she is forced into prostitute against her will, within her passport confiscated, and threat made to her and her family back home. Bribery of public official is penalized under Article 210 to 212 of the Reverse Penal Code and Republic Act 6713. It is considered ethical or immoral if the giver exercises undue influence over the recipient despite their knowledge of the wrongdoing. Moral responsibility evaluate human act knowingly and freely, focusing on guilty or innocent. The person receiving a bribe is morally responsible and accountable, as they are not forced to accept it. So, for an example of bribery, imagine a government official who accepts money from a construction company in exchange for awarding to creative contract without following proper procedure.